So I want to understand, how do you approach getting traffic online, getting attention online right now? What would you recommend for most people where they should start? Maybe organic methods, paid methods, and how do they balance like building a strong brand that people really respect, and at the same time they can make money, or they shouldn't care about that? So what's your approach for that when it comes to attention, creator economy, building a brand in general?
I would say when it comes down to like getting attention online, the best foundation to do it upon is of course like pick the platform that your avatar is on, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
most people start a personal brand for also like the purpose of growing their business. So if you're in the biz up space or like you're doing personal development, like IG is really good 80, 90% of the times. It's very rarely that, I mean, every platform works, but if I could invest in one, it'd definitely be Instagram just because like it's such a good organic platform where you have the potential to go viral on, which of course you can do on many platforms, but I'd say just, pick your platform, understand where your ideal clients hang out, make an account there. And then the most important thing is patience, right expectations, and the right type of content. So I'm going to give advice here for beginners and advanced folks because I've made many mistakes as a beginner, but especially
Mm-hmm.
advanced to my
Yeah.
surprise. And I've learned a lot of lessons. So it's really important you understand that you must be authentic yourself and put actual effort into your content, because if you don't, you're going to pay way more with the opportunity cost by having it outsourced to someone than if you were to
Mm-hmm.
do it yourself. So just don't be lazy, build your brand, be patient, and understand you're not going to be an overnight success. It can literally take 6 to 12 months or even longer before you start to like see results on the business side. And I believe with a personal brand, it's just like really important that you know yourself and you conceptualize it into certain pillars. So for me, like, that's family, that's freedom, that is client results, I'd say those are like the three core pillars. And if I were to add one more, it's probably just talking about like business concepts, kind of like, how we're doing on this podcast, which I love talking about, but understand it for yourself, understand like which of those pillars also intervene with your business, because it also has to resonate with your audience you're trying to attract.
Yeah.
Those are the fundamental pieces. I really don't think it's hard to build a personal brand. I believe the understanding and the concept of it is very simple. I believe what's really hard is the execution of it,
Mm.
because the process is very simple. It just has to be about you. It has to be intentional. It has to like follow kind of like the formatting trends that are ongoing, kind of like how you had at the time, like Alex Hormozi with the captions, and then like everyone was doing it, and like even people started to sell it in their pitches, and now
Yeah.
that trend is kind of like died down, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so there's a lot of like observation you also have to do. So, but to keep it simple, best way to start, understand your ideal client avatar, conceptualize your values into pillars, pick a platform, and then from there, like, start putting yourself out there in the format of reels. And what works really well for me is like tweet, reel, thread. And that's like the team that I'm following. It's something that I've
Mm.
learned from one of the people that I've worked with in the past. His name is Jeremy Nick Moser. Great person. So that's what I would say for beginners, right? Number two, for advanced people, like
Yeah.
don't outsource your stuff too much. Like if you're doing above 20, 30, 40, 50K per month, I see a lot of people like just share these stupid quotes on their Instagram that has nothing to do with them and are the most generic quotes you can ever get. And the problem with that is that it's not building you a personal brand. It's actually destroying your profile, because you're just like
Mm.
optimizing for engagement and you're optimizing for leads with that. And then, the nurturing that's being done on the leads are like this small, right? Whereas if you have a personal brand and you don't care about the engagement at the beginning, but you understand it builds up, and then like it comes to fruition on like the business side over time, that's the way like I would recommend anyone goes about it. The biggest mistake I made myself was just having an Instagram agency that I was like, okay, just do this. And I put like minimal input on like what kind of content I want. And it's really easy to do, right? Because when you like grow your business, you're doing some figures and you're like, oh, I know it all, people will convert. But then like actually what brought you there is also going to get you down because you're neglecting the initial thing that got you to the result you now have. And
Yeah.
so I really believe it's important that people don't outsource their stuff too much. I believe the
Mm-hmm.
most valuable thing you can do as a business owner, in especially as a coach, consultant, or any person selling like an online service, it's investing into your content. Like if your marketing is good and your brand is good and you have a quality audience, you've already done 90% of what it takes to be a 7, 8 figure business owner online, right? So that's really the way I look at personal branding, getting attention online. So both for kind of, people that are starting out as well as people that are more advanced. Very simply put, invest in your content. Don't be lazy. Go through the challenges that you need to go through, right? Because some people will think like, man, I just don't know what to write about, or no one thinks I'm interesting. Like, I mean, I can get into those things too, but just overcome those challenges for yourself individually and start getting yourself to a place where you can make that content and you're just taking imperfect action. You're not over preparing.
Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.